It's another great evening for us to show you how to transform your finances, make money while you sleep, and experience financial relief in these challenging times. People are looking for what to do to improve the quality of their life, how to live a life where they can have more money than they worry about, and how to meet their daily needs. And so I'm interested in showing you a system that has lasted for over 3 years, a system that is on its fourth year running smoothly, a system that has been tested and trusted as safe, resilient, and anti-scam, an innovative breakthrough system that continues improving its service. It's a sustainable business model, a very scalable opportunity that a person can start small and explode his financial status. All right. This is a system that's going to earn you income in United States dollars. So this is a huge opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. It is a system that you're going to thank me for at the end of this presentation. Please stop whatever you're doing. Give me an hour of your time to listen closely to this amazing business opportunity. I first always start by reminding you of your enemy. The enemy is inflation. This inflation is an economy-wide increase in prices from one year to the next. And inflation is just targeted at making sure that you reduce your purchasing power, and so also your standard of living. If you fold your arms, inflation will keep eating up at all of your assets. You become someone who is a shadow of yourself, being unable to cope with life's expenses and being unable to achieve your big dreams. Inflation is always expressed in percentages. And when you hear an example that tells you, oh, the inflation rate is 10%, it means that you're going to pay 10% extra on whatever you're paying today for any goods or service. So if the price of a burger is $2, it means that a year from now, that $2 burger will be costing $2.20. That is what inflation figures mean, all right? You need to understand that inflation determines your financial future. If you sleep and allow it eat you up, you're going to end up in a position that you don't really like. And here are some inflation figures in Africa. We have some single-digit countries, inflation rates in Africa, Togo, Tanzania, Swaziland, all right, South Africa. And you also have some double-digit inflation rates like Nigeria and Sierra Leone. So if you live in a country that has double digits, it means you cannot fold your arms and laugh while other people in countries with single digits are laughing. All right. You have to be more aggressive. You have to be more proactive. Because the rate at which you're going to be losing, your assets are going to be losing value will be way faster than those in countries with single digits. Now, this is a year-on-year figure, but there are people living in some parts of Africa that it looks as if it's week on week, day on day, right? So, in some countries, you purchase something in the morning, in the afternoon, the price has gone up. You purchase something today, before you return in 2 days, the price has gone significantly higher. So most countries in Africa experience this from time to time. So this should tell you that inflation is really powerful and it can mess you up. If you are ahead of your family, if you have dependents who look up to you, you need to begin to understand the effect of inflation on your personal life. Of course, Europe also has its figures, mostly single digits. Now, even the US dollar suffers from all of this, tension. Whenever there's geopolitical tension, US Russia, US China, Russia Ukraine, Israel Palestine, there's always tension and fiat currency loses value. And this is also because the government takes some bad policies at times, and those bad policies just send fiat currency down the drain, all right? The quality or the value of fiat currency nosedives. And if you live in some African countries, you would have experienced this firsthand, where The government takes a decision without really looking at the long-term consequences. And that decision sends people into poverty overnight. And so you see a lot of protests are happening left, right, and center. People saying, no, we can't take this anymore. You can't kill us with hunger while you try to move your life forward, right? So this is all as a result of, policy somersaults, change in policy without understanding the business impact of the decisions, and people have to pay the price. So over a period of 100 years, if you measure from 1913 to 2013, in fact, if you pick any 100 years, you find out that the US dollar has lost a lot of value. We're in 2024. If you check what the value of the dollar was in 1924 and compare it to what it is today, you'll see it has nosedived. All right. So this is a common thing with fiat currency. Every fiat currency loses value. And one of the reasons for this, again, is because government will always print more money. They will always print more money. Whenever they need money, they will print more money. And this keeps happening all over the world. And when you have much money, before you know it, too much money in circulation will start chasing a few goods, and inflation will set people back. So all of these are various factors. Of course, there are monetary policies to manage all of this, but the management is rarely that effective. All right. So we've clearly stated that you cannot fold your arms because inflation is hitting you. But the question now is, how can you beat inflation? How can you conquer inflation? How can you start as a person who protects his financial strength? Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce you to the blockchain. The blockchain is a technology solution that is lifting many in the world out of poverty. It is a technology that can give you rewards higher than your inflation rate, no matter what your inflation rate is. And I'm going to show you how you can use this technology, in your own life, right in the comfort of your home, and beat whatever the inflation rate of a country is. So what is the blockchain? Well, it is a decentralized, distributed ledger technology that is governed by peer-to-peer network. And what that simply means is that there are tens of thousands of computers that contain a general ledger. And each of those tens of thousands of computers hold the same general ledger. All right. Now, one of these computers can talk to the rest of them. All right. So there's massive communication capabilities among all of these computers because of the mesh topology, sort of, where they can all talk to each other and one another at the same time. Now, imagine that these computers are spread across all the continents of the world, not one continent or two, but all the continents of the world, and any new computer can join the network on its own desire, and the algorithm protects the general ledger. So just imagine if a whole continent decides, oh, we're no longer doing the blockchain, the rest of the continents will continue to operate on the blockchain. So this is why it's difficult for a centralized authority to control the blockchain, because if one country is trying to stop the blockchain, other countries are embracing it. All right. So there are three phases of every powerful technology. Anything that will change people's lives, when that thing starts, it's usually underestimated and looked down upon. That's stage one. Now, there are people at that stage one in the world today. They still don't even know what the blockchain is. They've not heard of it. They don't believe it's anything worth considering. Now, stage two is people, after watching it, they see the power, they become scared of it, and begin to persecute it. So that's stage two. Now, there are some countries in stage two. They've looked down upon it, and they realize that this is too powerful, and they begin to blame the blockchain for their economic woes. As a national entity, they begin to say, I think crypto is our problem. We need to fight crypto. So let's block every account with crypto transactions. So some countries are in that stage of the development. All right. So some are in the stage of ignorance where they don't even think it's worth any attention. And some are fighting it. Then the third stage is the stage where, after fighting it and realize that you're not winning this battle, they begin to embrace it and think of how to maximize the opportunity. So there are countries in this third phase already. You can see Russia, United States, they're opening their eyes after fighting this blockchain for many years. All right. You have institutional investors that are coming in, like BlackRock. After condemning the technology, they've analyzed it and said, come on, this is powerful. We need to embrace it. So depending on the country you live in, you'll be in one of these three phases. So what I'm going to tell you, if your country is not yet in phase 3, where they're embracing it, don't worry. Maybe they are in the phase where they are ignoring it, all right? Or they're in the phase where they are persecuting it. Just stay ahead of the game, all right? The every country will still later understand, it's better we monetize this thing than fighting it. All right, so stay ahead of the game. So that's the blockchain introduction basically. But here's one other thing you need to know. A powerful definition of the blockchain, which I think is more important than all the definitions, is the business definition. The blockchain simply refers to an internet where money, everything you touch is money. The internet of value, right? The value simply means everything you touch has value, and you can quickly transform that value into money in the bank, feed yourself, take care of your family. Imagine that kind of internet where you take one step, you kick something, it's money. You take the second step, it hits another money. The third step, fourth step, oh my God, money hits your head. So the internet of value, that's what it is, the internet of money. This is a powerful internet where there's so much access to wealth, but people don't understand how to connect to it. People are scared of it. And once you don't understand something, you're going to get scared. All right. People don't even know. People say, oh, where is the office of the blockchain? You see, there is no one office. Remember the definition of the blockchain. The general ledger resides on tens of thousands of computers. So you find out that there is no office. All the computers connected together globally create the technology. All right. So people most times can't wrap their head around this. And that's why they sit on the fence and miss out on this amazing opportunity. Now, the technology actually is one that encourages trust. So if two entities don't trust themselves, like government doesn't trust its citizens or citizens don't trust government, if they bring the blockchain in between them, then they can exercise trust. The reason is anything that happens on the blockchain can be trusted. It will not be deleted. It's tamper-proof. All right. It cannot be denied. No repudiation. Okay. So you have data permanence. And that is why you will see any country running its election on the blockchain because you can't manipulate it. So that's the power of the blockchain. So that's just the basics, right? We don't want to go into too much technicalities about various Byzantine algorithms and proof of stake and proof of work algorithms. So, but what you need to understand is simple. When you hear blockchain, you have a type of money on the blockchain called cryptocurrencies. It is money. The cryptocurrencies, literally money in the bank. And money is evolving. Money is evolving. Most people people barely carry gold or coins anymore. Very few people still have notes. They have very few notes. Most persons are using cards. They just use their cards on POS machines, payment outlets. Today, people are also using cryptocurrencies. In fact, one of the advantages of cryptocurrencies is that you can make international payments without walking into the bank, even on weekends. So you can wake up on Sunday morning and say, hey, I want to send money to my kid in Spain. And you get that done. Oh, I want to send money to my niece in France. And you get that done instantly. You don't need to think of walking to a bank or begging someone to assist you with a transaction or anything like that. It's done instantly. So that's the power of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Ladies and gentlemen, people are using cryptocurrencies today. The fact that you might not be using it doesn't mean that it's not transforming lives, right? It's what you know that you're actually exposed to. What you don't know, you remain ignorant of it. The fact that you never knew about Bitcoin in 2009 does not mean that Bitcoin today was not existing then. Bitcoin was existing, and Bitcoin was successful without you. Right? I'm very sure you never bought Bitcoin in 2009. Very likely you never even knew what it was in 2009, but it was successful without you. So the fact that you and maybe your country is behind doesn't mean that the blockchain and cryptocurrencies will not be successful. So I need you to understand there's Bitcoin and there are other alternative coins. Since 2009, all of these assets have come together to make many dollar millionaires and a few dollar billionaires. So this is a huge opportunity that anyone can tap into. You do not need a man-to-man connection. And what I mean is, you don't need to be a highly connected person to get on the blockchain. It's actually money that belongs to the people. Money that belongs to the people. This money is controlled by the people. Those thousands of computers that host these general ledger, these are the people that control the money. So the power of this money belongs to the people. All right. So this is the reason why all you need to know is the know-how of how to connect to this unending source of financial, prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you might be wondering, if you're here for the first time, you might be wondering, okay, what's it saying? Is it real? What's in it? What's the proof? All right. So you might have a lot of those thoughts, but I'm here to just let you know that people have experienced financial transformation, and all that is separating you and them is just knowledge, know-how. So we're going to introduce you to a realm of trading. And now a lot of persons, when they come to trading, are ignorant. They have no trader's mentality. And so they're easily lured by high returns. So somebody tells you, oh, there's a technology that can trade for you. It's making much, much more money. And they introduce you to futures, but a futures technology, and you don't know. Futures is one of the most dangerous things you can start with as a newbie trader. One of the most dangerous trading systems you can start with. I'm not condemning futures. I'm just telling you, as a newbie, starting out trading, you need to focus on spot trading and avoid futures and forex. Just avoid it. All right. If somebody tries to lure you, all right. So we try to tell people this to focus on sport, and sometimes they feel, oh, but there's much more money that can be made in futures. Yes, much more money can be made, but you can also lose so much more money. You can literally blink your eyes, wake up after 5 minutes, and your entire money is gone when there's a market spike in against against the direction you're trading. And that is why when the statement is made, traders understand. The body tells the story. The body of the candlestick tells the story. The spikes do the damage. All right. Real traders understand that statement. The body tells the story, and the spikes, the wicks, do the damage. The wicks do the damage. All right. So, what's the difference between spot and futures? Spot simply means, oh, I have 2 bags of rice, and that's what I can trade with, and I'm trading simply on that. Futures means, oh, I have 2 bags of rice, but I can actually brag and behave as if I have 200 bags by operating 1-to-100 leverage. All right. Or let me just say, I can brag as if I have 100 bags. Yeah. Or 50 bags. So people respect me. So you are trading based on borrowed money. Yes. When the market is going in your direction, it can be interesting. When the market goes against you, those wicks do their damage. You begin to pay through the nose, lose all of your capital, and even owe the institution that you're trading through. So that's the danger of forex and futures. Don't ever try futures. Focus on spot. In spot, you cannot have a loss, all right? And you control your sources. It's easier, and you can really build generational income on spot trading. But in futures, you have high risk of loss. Futures and forex is not for newbies. And I try to say this and emphasize it at every presentation, but some people don't still get it. I know people who go around brandishing that they are trading Forex futures, but every time they're losing money. They're losing their money, they're losing people's money. And they look at the internet and begin to say, oh, but some little kid on the internet is doing it. Hey, do you know how many years that person has traded? So if you're coming into the trading world, please just stay clear of the futures and the Forex market. Concentrate on what the spot market can do for you. All right. And so what we're going to introduce to you tonight is a system that you can use to milk the spot market. RoyalQ is a technology that can help you navigate the spot markets. It can also trade futures, all right? And recently, RoyalQ launched an update that helps you to decide the leverage you want to trade. So remember, this system, they keep improving themselves. For over 3 years, they never focused on anything futures. They never even allowed it. But having come of age and people are understanding how to use the robot, they are now activating the futures component. But hey, it doesn't mean you need to go do that futures. Just stick to the spot, trade for a couple of years, gain mastery, and you can decide if you want to experiment with futures or not. But as a team, we focus on spot trading. And we're going to show you how you can start your journey from $500 and hit $1 million right in the spot market, right in the spot market. So welcome to the technology that's going to put food on your table, smile on your face, and financial relief in your life. Artificial intelligence is a part of our day-to-day activities. AI is taking over the world. Everybody today is impacted by artificial intelligence. Your WhatsApp has AI, all right? If you want to search for something, go to Perplexity, .ai. You're going to find powerful results. There's so much AI technologies around us, all right? So you have technology that can take order from you, deliver your meal to you, and receive payments without you seeing any physical person. We have technology that can help work with the police and the military to combat terrorism, criminality. All right, these artificial intelligence tools do help with crime fighting. We have AIs that can help you drive your cars. All right, so we have the short video just to help you see how life has really advanced and why you need to have an open mind to technology.
Oh, shoots. We're using the self-driving. Good. Man, look at that. Holy cow. This is scary, folks. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Especially if you've not done it before. Allowing something, especially when you like to control your car. But now you have an AI driving you. The world is changing, folks. You better go with the change. If you're still driving the old way, I don't know what to tell you.
Sleeping on a bicycle.
Everything is changing. Business is changing. If you're not going technology, you don't know, you're going to miss out. They're going to leave you behind. Don't let nobody leave you behind. In your businesses and everything you do. Tech is the new world, so get it going. I'm just chilling. Yep.
So RoyalQ technology is a technology that you're going to use with artificial intelligence and you'll be chilling. It's a technology that when you embrace it, you will not be left behind on the blockchain. It's a very simple technology. It's a super fast application that uses AI to monitor the market and trade for you 24/7. Listen, every day is a potential money-making day. I don't mean that you make money every day, but every day is a potential money-making day. Of course, there will be a few days you might not make money because of market conditions, but every day you can potentially go get your 1.5%. And so I have people on my team who have made 100% in a week. I have people who have made 20% in 6 days. So there's so many people who have different lifestyles. We have people who have been able to convert $150 to $800 in a month. The rest, they were not sleeping, they were just trading like crazy. So the potentials of this bot and what it can do is amazing. And we're just cracking the code. This technology came to us back in 2021. We did not understand it. We were just doing guesswork. We really knew it was powerful, but we did not understand how the blockchain market works. So many of us gave up and, went to the next Ponzi scheme. A lot of people just said, oh man, this technology is good, but we don't know how to use it. And they gave up. But, there was a team that kept on researching, kept on working hard, learning how to trade, improving their skills. And before you know it today, we have strategies that are working. We have so many strategies that are working for you. This system will connect you to the blockchain, and you'll be milking the blockchain, shoveling money in dollars out of the blockchain. Listen, this is going to bring a smile to your face. I need to understand that people are using this secretly and they're not telling you. They don't tell people. They just use it secretly without telling people. But we want to change that. We want everybody to know about this technology so that together we can lift the entire world out of poverty. Every family deserves RoyalQ. Every family deserves RoyalQ, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the power. Don't let anybody leave you behind, because without RoyalQ, you'll be behind. You will not be able to trade easily. You're going to be having emotional challenges when it comes to trading. You're going to be thinking, what's the take profit I should take? Do I take it now? You'll be having a lot of all those headache emotionally. It will be difficult to do market analysis. With RoyalQ, analysis is super easy. The time to trade is actually easy because this is an app that simplifies the GUI, simplifies market entry and exit. All right. You can apply risk management, strategy execution, speed of execution. You can trade more than one trade with this technology. I really love the power of this technology, and having used it for over 3 years, I'm really happy for where we've gotten to, and the hard work of all the teams, just to ensure that we succeed with this technology. It has been mind blowing. So I really encourage you. Trading doesn't have to be that challenging anymore. It is very lucrative, easy, and can deliver dollars to your bank. But one important question people always ask is, oh, can I trust this technology? I've lost so much money online. I've lost money. Yeah, so have I. Okay, we've all lost money. But you know what? We learned something. And this is the secret I need you to remember. You will lose money online as long as you keep giving your trading capital to someone else to trade for you. You keep losing money online as long as you keep giving your trading capital to someone else to trade for you. Now, these people lure us with some sweet ROI. Some will say 1% daily. Some will say 2% daily. And they'll tell you in a month you can make 100%. They come up with all sorts of excuses. Some will say we're connected to farmers and the farmers are connected to our blockchain algorithm. As you give them your money, you'll be getting rewards, those kind of stories. Some will say we're connected to all the solid minerals in the world. We have them all mapped on the blockchain. And as you invest in the mining activities across the world, you get returns from the global mining operations. That's all trash. All right. So they come with so many excuses. We've seen so many of them. These platforms are not on the internet of money. They're not on the blockchain. They are on Web 2, and they try to appear as if they are on Web 3. They pretend as if they're on the blockchain just to lure people. They just want you to send your capital to them. But you know what? When it comes to RoyalQ, this is why you can trust RoyalQ. Write this down. RoyalQ actually tells you, don't send me your trading capital. I don't want to hold your trading capital. Keep your trading capital in your pocket. Keep your trading capital in your bank account. We don't want to hold it. We just want you to connect us to your bank account so that we can buy low, sell high. Now, when you're connecting us to your bank account over the internet, make sure you disable withdrawal. So it is disabled by default. We cannot even withdraw from your account. So that's what we call API binding. Oh, when you are connecting us, restrict IP access to only the IP addresses from our RoyalQ machines so that only our IP addresses can control your bot. So this is tighten security. And that is why since 2021, nobody has ever lost money or be scammed by RoyalQ. So this is why we trust RoyalQ. Our capital stays in our blockchain bank account. Two-factor authentication, we are the one that own it. Username and password, we are the ones that own it. RoyalQ does not know those. Thumbprints, facial expressions, we are the one. RoyalQ doesn't have those assets. RoyalQ only has privilege of buy low, sell high. So imagine where you sit down with your money in between your arms. You are in control of it. You haven't given it out to someone else. That is why with RoyalQ, we tell you, trade with ease and rest of mind because your money is in your pocket. Nobody can scam you. Nobody's going to run away with your money. They will only run away with your money if you send your trading capital to them. So with RoyalQ, we don't send our trading capital to RoyalQ. Our trading capital remains in our blockchain bank account, right? So that's the beauty of this technology. Enough of the losses. Enough of all those losses. People have lost heavily. People have really, really lost a lot to these Ponzi schemes. And they keep coming again and again and again. They come up with so many funny stories. Oh, come and watch adverts, and as you make money by watching adverts, we'll pay you in our coin or token, and the token is going to be appreciating as you watch more videos. The more people are watching, the more the token appreciates. All scams, all right? So please, no matter the story you hear or the logic behind that story, just know that they're just trying to make it attractive for you to release your trading capital. RoyalQ would never ask you to send your trading capital to them. They will tell you, keep your trading capital in your blockchain bank account. So that's why you can trust RoyalQ. Now, your phone is just a television screen, and we like to emphasize this. There are people who, when they start trading, they get worried. Oh, I can't see this trade. My network is so bad. The app is not loading. Oh my God. How will it take profit? How will I know that it has executed? Don't worry yourself. Just you are in the farm, just keep farming, all right? When you get back to network, you get your network, all right? Oh, you are somewhere away from humanity. That's you're on the road, right? So you don't have good access to network. Don't worry. Once you get to your destination, you see all your trade results and the status clear as crystal. So that's the power of this technology. So people who are very busy and who are always away from good network, what they find out is within a short while of trading, despite their hectic schedule, whenever they connect to network, they see their massive rewards. So what's in it for you? What is the business value that RoyalQ can put in your pocket? This technology can give you 10% to 50% monthly. It can give you 10% to 50% monthly. That is the power of this technology. This is going to give you higher rewards and protect your economy from the dangers and ravages of inflation. So somebody will say, okay, I have $500. What can I get? You can get 10% to 50% monthly of that $500. So do your calculation yourself. And somebody will come say, okay, I have 1,500. What would I get monthly? Hello, 10% to 50% monthly. So the profits will always change. Different people have different pace of trading. Some people are more aggressive, some people are less aggressive. Some people trade, sparingly when they have their spare time. Some people can trade, keep the eyes on the market and keep milking the market. Some other market days will be really massively good, and some other days might be not so good. So these are the various realities we have in the marketplace. So buy low, sell high. You can really make much money here with RoyalQ safely with your money in your control. We always like to emphasize to people that market will always go against you. All right. So this is very important. And I have to repeat it again. If you are in a trade and the trade goes against you minus 20%, you don't have to worry or panic. You will see this from time to time in your trading. A market of minus 20% within a few days is out of it and you will be back in trading. So don't panic, okay? Some people, once the trade goes minus 5%, they start getting worried. That is very normal with trading. All right. So if you bought in at this point, a market goes against you, You don't have to panic. Look at the market. If you look at the future, you will realize it was going sky high. All right, so we have different modes of trading. There are people who say that too busy. I'm too busy. I don't have the time. I just want to put my money, let my money be working for me. Yes, we have that model. And with $3,000 trading capital or even less, all right, there are various settings that you could use for autopilot settings, but the more sensitive your setting is, the better. So that's why we tell you, be prepared with enough money to buy the dip and be able to move, for every percentage or every 0.9%, be taking action in the market, buying the dip, vomiting the profit, vomiting the profit. That sensitivity is possible when you have a lot of money. All right, but you can actually set autopilot settings for even far lesser capital. In fact, there's somebody that we set up an autopilot setting for, and he withdrew $2,000 out of his trading capital, and he was just trading with $1,000 for a while, and I didn't even know. So that's the power of trading, because you're in control of your money. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want to. All right, we also have the hands-on signal method, where you can take signals if you don't have the time to do analysis of the market. You can trade the signal market and really make some good money. We also have the capabilities of helping you learn how to trade and generate your own signals if that is what you want to do. Of course, there's also the bull run tactics. Now, again, I would like to stress this. Some trades will go fast, hit the profit in a few minutes. Some trades will take hours, and a few trades will take days, several days. All right, so just relax. You will never lose your money. Just master how to trade and follow the instructions. Now, we have a big goal, because every family in Africa deserves a RoyalQ account. Every family in every part of the world deserves a RoyalQ account. So whatever location you are in, you have the challenge to help people around you as much as possible to own this bot. The reason is there's so much confusion, right? Look at UK, for example, protesting against immigration. The people who came in and doing a lot of the jobs. All right. So there's a lot of tension everywhere. People feel that their own wealth is being taken away from them. Now, with the blockchain, you will know that nobody's taking your wealth. All you need is a skill set to get it. So we want to train 10,000 persons who will be on this internet of money. And with a few skills that they learn, they're going to be, changes their financial story. But I find this out. Most times, people don't want to learn. People just want to make money without learning anything. So I want to ask you a question. How much life-changing, experience have you had where you never had to learn anything? I mean, what big things do you achieve in your life where you never had to learn anything? See, every achievement you've had, you need to learn. Even if you're going to have a child, you have to learn, right? Even the process of conceiving, sometimes you have to learn. Oh, how to take care of the child in the womb, you have to learn. All right? That's why you have to go check up yourself. And, even after the child is born, you have to start learning a lot of how to take care of a child. So there's no big achievement in life without learning. So once you get started with us, this learning is super easy. It's not like you have to spend 20 hours trying to attend lectures. No. Just you're gonna know how to read price charts. You're gonna know how to understand candlestick patterns, their shapes. You're gonna know how to identify support and resistance. You're gonna know about change of structure, break of structure. You're gonna be able to look at the chart and say, okay, the trend is bullish or bearish or sideways. You're gonna be able to use a few technical indicators, news analysis and event analysis, money management, trading psychology, and you're gonna keep learning. All right, you're gonna keep learning. There's no end to the learning. Trading, when you start, you're gonna make money easily with a very simple method. But then just remember that when you're making the money, you still have to learn. All right, you don't stop learning. That's the secret of success. Just dedicate yourself to learning, improving, getting better. That's the goal. If you want to be one of those 10,000 traders, please remember at the end of this presentation to get started. Get back to whoever invited you and get started on this journey. So what does it cost to get started? 120. Easy. It costs $120 for 1 year license. All right. So this is a yearly license. All right. So in some countries, the exchange rate is so high that people struggle to raise the equivalent of that $120 in their local currency. Do not despair. Make the sacrifice. Do not look at the amount and hold yourself back from starting. The reason is, once you make that sacrifice once, your life becomes easy. If you do what is hard now, your future will be easy. But if you do what is easy now, the easy thing is to go spend your money. If you blow it up, eat whatever, peanut butter. If you do what is easy now, your tomorrow is going to be hard. So why not make the sacrifice today? Because once you make the sacrifice at the beginning, every income you're making is in that dollar rate. So when you want to withdraw $30, that's going to be a good money. When you want to cash out $100, that's going to be some significant money. But when you make $1,000, that's going to be massive income. So you see, begin that journey of breaking free from poverty by taking the move. Do not say it's super expensive, it's too expensive. No, no, no. You know, you're literally going to spend more on fueling your car in 2 months than the cost of this bot. Okay, so this is super, super a no-brainer. And of course, there's a concept of fuel fee, and fuel fee is a profit sharing formula. For every profit you make, I'll repeat, for every profit you make, RoyalQ takes 20% of the profit while you keep 80%. So it's an 80-20 profit sharing formula. So that fuel fee charge only happens when you have a successful trade. Now, RoyalQ cannot withdraw from your exchange account, all right? It doesn't have access to withdrawing from your bank account on the blockchain. So it can only take that from an internal USDT wallet inside the app where you make a prepaid deposit. So just imagine you making prepaid payments for electricity. It's only when you use electricity that you get charged. So only when you make profits that it will go to that wallet and make deductions. So if you see fuel fee deductions, it means you'll be making money. All right. So we have so many trade testimonials, so many wins people are making. You can imagine $500 in just one day. A lot of people are making money. $100 is generating over 10% in 3 days. Huge. All you need is patience, apply risk management, and control your emotions. Don't jump in with all of your money in one day. All right. Share your money into parts and trade in portions. That keeps you in the game. All right. So I have a challenge for you. And the challenge is simple. Are you somebody that can have the tenacity of taking 300 trades within 10 months to 12 months? All right. 300 trades. You get your book, take trade by trade, and take 300 trades. If you are somebody that can do this, I tell you, your financial destination is going to wow you. In a moment, I'm going to show you the capabilities of a system that, if you implement the 300 days, the 300 trade challenge. All right. Remember, it's not days. It's not about days, because different trades will have different times which they will sell. All right. Some trades are going to take minutes, and some trades are going to take hours, and some trades are going to take days. So the most important thing is the ability to take 300 trades. So allow me to share my screen here with you and do a little bit of calculation with a compound interest technology. All right, so here it is. So I want to just say, let's say you started with $500 trading capital after activating the bot. Okay, you activated the bot, and now you have $500 extra to trade, or maybe let's just say $600. All right, and you divide it into two, $300 per trade. You can take two trades, so you have $600. So what is 45% of $600? All right, what is that? So you're gonna see 45% of $600 is $270. So your first buying amount here will be $270 dollars. So just permit me to kind of zoom in a little bit so that you can see it a little bit clearly. $270. All right, and let's just say you're making 1.5% per trade, and you want to take 300 trades. These 300 trades could take like 10 months or 6 months or 1 year. All right, so you need to stop thinking 3 months or short term. Short term thinking never works in any business. All right. So let's see what is possible for you. So your $600 will turn to $23,000 right before your eyes in a space of 10 months. If you trade a lot, you can achieve this in 6 months. All right. So this is possible. This is what we're telling you, the challenge, which we want you to be a part of. We want you to embrace that challenge and grow your $600 to $23,000. Now, if you trade for that 10 months, I tell you, if you're like me, you're going to be wowed by your result because you're going to activate compounding, all right? So this is all going to be possible as you activate compounding. As you join us, you're going to know how you're going to activate all of that compounding. You can see your day one trade, day two trades, it keeps compounding. But here's what you need to know, all right? You're not even trading with all of your capital, you're trading with 45%. So if the market, goes down and grabs the rest of your capital, you find out that you're going to make much more profits than this, right? So we're keeping it at this just for the sake of this discussion. So after your first 10 months, you've made this amount of money. If you're like me, you're going to just take $13,000, go have fun. And you're going to use $10,000 as a base capital for trading. You're going to want to do another 300 trades. So if you have $10,000, that means 45% of your capital will be 4,500 in this case, right? So 4,500. So imagine that 1.5% per trade, taking 300 trades. Let's see what you're going to get. There you go. Your $600 you started with, is going to get you $387,000. So this second cycle of 300 trades, you could achieve it in another 2 years because the bearish markets could have kicked in sometime after you started. So let's just say within 3 years, first year for the first 300 trades, 2 years for the second 300 trades. In 3 years, you're somebody who has generated $387,000. So we're not saying you cannot be withdrawing your money as you're trading per day. It's in your control. We're just painting a picture that if you make that $600 sacrifice and say, I dedicate this money to destroying poverty in my life, this is what's going to be possible for you. All right. And so imagine what could happen if you go on a third 300-day cycle, right? Let's just paint the picture. You take 287,000 out of this 387,000. You go have fun, achieve your projects, do something nice for yourself and your family. Then you have $100,000. Your first buying amount for $100,000 will be $45,000, right? That'll be $45,000, 45% of your capital. Now, you take 1.5%, another 300 trades. Now, this 300 trades could take you 1 or 2 years, all right? So let's just say it takes you 2 years, right? Let's calculate this. Your $600 you started with in just 5 years has turned to $3.8 million. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to become a dollar millionaire in 5 years. So this is the roadmap we tell you. It doesn't matter where you are right now financially, you can break through and achieve financial prosperity. And when you listen to this presentation, do you feel like, no, I don't think it can happen to me? That is the poverty index in your unconscious mind, trying to distance you from your sources. So this is possible for anyone who can follow simple instruction, have patience with the market. And a lot of people have started this journey already. So I want you to take these 300 trades, challenge yourself, get started, do the first cycle. By the time you see the results, you try a second cycle, the third one. In a space of 5 years of trading with this technology, you will be a dollar millionaire. And what does that mean for you? It means that every year you're going to make millions of dollars just from trading. It's going to become your lifestyle, and you're going to really, really find excitement and joy. We did a survey. Ask people, is this trading technology working for you? Everybody said yes. Nobody said no. All right. That's super powerful. And so we tell you, get back to whoever invited you, get the link, sign up, activate the bot, and start trading. And when you start trading, come with passion. Now, I tell people, your first 1 month should be about learning. You're going to be making a lot of money. There are people who just get started and in a week, they made 20%. All right. Don't think you know everything because you made 20% in 1 week. Just keep learning. Keep learning. All right. Keep learning and be passionate about what you do, because you're going to hit massive success the more you understand about the market. So I'm just challenging you today to do the work involved in creating a miracle in your life. People are doing this already, so why not you? And why can't you just start now? All right, it's your choice. And we have a model where you can start with just being like a trader. And when you see the results you're creating in your life, you're going to challenge yourself to tell a few persons. And I tell people, just try save 20 people from economic damnation. Just look for 20 people that you're going to save from financial losses and bring them on the system with you. You don't need to do it, but it's like saving the world. That's why we're holding this business presentation meeting. We want people to, understand that you can actually do this. So why do you want to be the only dollar millionaire in 5 years? Don't you want to have 20 people who are with you and also become $20 millionaires along the path? So it's going to be, really massive if you get 20 persons who work with you on this project. Now, as your team expands, you get to a point where even days when you cannot trade, maybe you're on vacation, you could be making thousands of dollars because you started building what we call a team. So you grow to become an investor, and that is where you can make a lot of money, like this kind of money. Some people are making $1,000 a day, some people $5,000 a day, some $550, $10 a day, because they built a simple team and the team continue to expand year after year. So this is a very scalable business where you can start by yourself, and before you know it, you have a team of 2, 3, 4 people, and they love what they see. And before you know it, you have a team of 100, a team of 300, 500, 1,000 and more. All right, over the years and years to come, which is going to be a blessing to you. And you'll be somebody who could, in a bull run era, be making $1,000, $5,000 in a day. Life changing. And listen, if you're watching this presentation, you might be wondering, is this really true? Is it really possible? I tell you, absolutely possible. And people are experiencing this. But what's even more important is for you to understand the reason why you have to be rich. There are people that don't know that it's important for them to actually be rich. Poverty serves no purpose. See, life has advanced and become so complex that a great amount of financial breakthrough is required for you to live a complete life. Most people are not living complete lives. They cannot achieve their full potential. There are things you want to do, but you can't do it because you're just chasing 9 to 5 job. You're chasing, going from debt to debt. You can't achieve your potential and do the things that has always been in your mind to do. Those things that are like pet projects, you're not able to do them because you're just chasing the normal way that you were taught in school to make money, right? So when you become rich, the quality of food you eat is different. When you become a dollar millionaire, the kind of food you eat, it's not everyday yam, curry. You're going to eat differently, right? The home where you live, you're going to change your environment. You're going to live in beautiful surroundings. You're going to decide, okay, I want to be on recreation for a month. All right. I don't want to talk to anyone. You just go on a easy retreat, relax yourself. You're going to be able to give gifts to people and help others. These days, if somebody calls you, please, I need help, or people switch off their phones. All right. In fact, people have automated responses to such, questions. But, when you have the capability, you're going to bestow gifts to people and help others. You owe it to humanity to break away from poverty. Love is fully expressed when you are rich, right? Love is denied its full potential by poverty. And that is why when there's no money, you and your spouse could be having unnecessary arguments, things that you will not even argue or quarrel about, just be having issues about those things. Love is denied full expression by poverty. So you deserve to break it. Don't say that you are poor and happy. You can also be rich and happy. All right. So it's not just about money. It's about the good you bring to the world by getting on RoyalQ and changing your financial story. So I know everyone is going through different things. All right. Everyone is going through one thing or the other, but don't give up. The hardest step is getting started, right? So as you've listened to this presentation, in your mind, you feel like this looks good, but then there's a switch in your mind that you need to turn off and get started. That is your analyzer. There's a part of your mind that always analyzes things. And for some people, their analyzer switch, it's screwed. They have to turn it off is going to be hard. So you need to turn off your analyzer. All right. You can start analyzing until you paralyze yourself. So why do you want to paralyze yourself? Just get started. Get started. Give it a try. Give it a go. The hardest step is getting started. I tell you, when I train people on how to use this technology, they normally start by telling me, please don't leave me, don't abandon me. And I say, no, I'm not abandoning you, but you're the one that will forget to even chat me up because you'll be making so much money after 1 or 2 sessions, you'll not bother. And they will say, no, please hold my hand. I said, no problem. I'll hold your hand. And I'll tell them that within 2 sessions, you're the one that will forget to tell me. You don't want to learn more because you're already making money. And it always happens because they realize it's so easy to make money. The steps towards making money is just like short steps up there. Your success is right there. And it's just a stroll, a walk in the park. But getting started is the hardest part. If you allow that hard part stop you from beginning the journey that is going to change your financial story, you're gonna miss out a lot. So you have your responsibility is simple. All right, your responsibility is simple. You have 2 options, option A and option B. What is option A? All right, option A is do nothing, continue as is, continue to struggle with paying your bills, continue to argue with your spouse about money, continue to give excuses to your children why they cannot, get a gift when they want the gift. Continue to tell those lies to yourself that you blame the government. You continue to depend on your job for everything. And as long as you depend on your job, every payday becomes transfer day, you think it's payday, but it's actually transfer day because once the payment comes in, you're transferring to all the people that have been waiting for you, and you go back to zero and wait for the next payday, which is also transfer day. So you can continue. That's option A, do nothing, no go. All right, that's your decision if you want to continue that cycle of poverty. Now you have option B, activate RoyalQ in your life. That means you're a go, all right? So this is a go, and this is where you begin to have another income stream and experience financial relief, one trade after the other. And you begin to possess this technology that is actually an income producing asset. All right. You can start your journey, make your first $2,000 online, make your next $4,000, next $10,000, and before you know it, on the journey to $1 million. Gradually, you now realize that you don't argue about money with your spouse. When your spouse has a request or wants something, you just say, okay, we'll get it done. Don't worry. We'll get it done in a moment. All right. And you can give your kids whatever they want. That's the power of RoyalQ. So which of these 2 options do you want? Go or no go? The choice is yours. Do nothing or continue assist, or just start a journey to change your life. I tell you, some of us who started with option B have testimonies to tell. Too many of us keep having this, living in our fears, living our fears. We need to get out of those living our fears. It's time to take steps to change your financial story. And I have someone who wants to give a simple testimony today. All right, OJ Wealth, I'm asking you to unmute yourself. All right. As you unmute yourself, tell us, what has your trading experience been? All right. And are you happy you started this technology? And what kind of results are you getting from your trading? I don't know if he's in the meeting. Let me see. Just a moment. All right. So I think he just probably has some network issues and had to leave the meeting. So let me see if it's just the network. All right. Just a moment. Let's see if. All right, I think it's right back. Just permit me to unmute him again. So please unmute yourself, OJ. I hope you don't have network issues. We'd love to hear from
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation is just flowing from your spirit. Just flowing from your spirit. Thank you for blessing the body of RoyalQ members with this wisdom. My name is Ojewelt, also known as Coach Plerocom. In fact, RoyalQ, I call RoyalQ a dollar printing machine. My children, my kids, they know. I said, Daddy, have you printed dollars today? I said, sure, I've printed dollars today. You know, if you're not having RoyalQ right now, you are obsolete in this life. What internet did to post office will soon happen to you. A lot of people don't know what you are telling them now. They don't know. AI, you have AI wife, AI husband, AI food, AI delivery, AI transport, AI in security, AI in agriculture, AI in medicine, AI in farming, AI in law, AI in every aspect of humanity. Then when you are telling people about AI in finance, they shy away. They want to still use their obsolete system. It won't work. In this generation, it won't work. From January 1st till today, if I mention what I have gotten from RoyalQ, many people will not believe me. I'm not talking about 10 million. 10 million is an understatement. I don't just want to say it. I can't even talk about 15 million. If you are hearing this, if you are in this Zoom meeting today, if you have listened to what the coach have presented since carefully, and you don't have that mind to sacrifice to start, I think you need examination, because something is wrong. Something is wrong. In this Nigeria system, you're not earning in hard currency. How can you live life in this country without having RoyalQ? So if I want to testify, it's endless. It's endless. It's not those kind of testimony you're talking about. I bought car. No, those ones is beyond that. RoyalQ gives you a kind of lifestyle. From today, we are in August now. From January to July, what crossed my hands from RoyalQ is staggering. When I sit down and check it, I say, wow, it's really, really amazing. It's really, really amazing. So, according to Julius Campbell, that V5 or V6, is it V5 guy in Uganda? He says it's no longer begging anybody. If you want to do. If you don't want to do, don't do. It's your business. That is not the time for him to beg anybody. That he has been begging people for the past 2 years. But now he's not going to beg anybody, you know, because this is his time to make crazy and mind-blowing income. Mind-blowing income. So you need to get on board RoyalQ today. Get that software, $120. Get it. You don't forget about trading capital for now. Just get the RoyalQ robot. Use the compensation plan to raise your capital to trade. Use it. It's so simple. Just target your first 1 million naira. That's less than $600. That's just when you get to V2, you have gotten 1 million plus. It's enough for you to start trading. So I really encourage everybody. If you are hearing this thing and you are not responding, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to say about you. But those of us that are in RoyalQ, we know what we are getting. I'm telling you. A lot of people are being conservative with their testimonies. They don't want to share that. Sometimes if we share our testimonies, many people will not believe. We are just being conservative about our testimonies. So I really encourage every one of you. According to my grand upline, my mentor, Dr. Moni, she will tell you that I hate poverty. You see that woman, her energy I see her, she's the only V6 female leader in the world. And yet, she'll be competing with people that are just starting RoyalQ today. The passion, the drive, the everything is just there. If somebody that have seen it all is still working hard, and what about we that are just coming up? So I just want everybody to gradually, I want to get into the rank of the most dangerous rank in RoyalQ. They call it V4. That's where a lot of people lose focus in RoyalQ because they get into money that shock them. Money, too much money, and they lose focus. But I will not lose focus because my target is V6.
That brings me to that brings me to this question. Just one more question. If somebody decides to build a business and a career with RoyalQ for 5 years, what do you think is going to happen to the person? The person just gives 30 minutes or 1 hour every day for 5 years.
No,
sharing.
okay, let me answer that question for you. I'm not giving 30 minutes for RoyalQ. I am giving 24 hours for RoyalQ. I'm not doing anything. Everything I am doing is RoyalQ morning, RoyalQ afternoon, RoyalQ evening, RoyalQ night, RoyalQ midnight, RoyalQ early morning. It's complete RoyalQ because my mentor said something. He said our pension is 15 million and she made 22 million in 1 month, meaning what she will work in 35 years, she made it in 1 month. Can you be that? And you want me to play with such business? No. Stop saying I should give RoyalQ 30 minutes. What will I be doing? What will I be doing? It's 24, it's full option. RoyalQ, full option. Nothing else. Nothing else. Absolutely. A business that is giving me dollars every day. I should play with this. That day will not break. It's not possible, sir. It's not possible.
Absolutely, spot on. So thank you very much, Joel, for sharing your testimony with us. I decided that it was important for people to have an idea of what your experience has been. Thank you very much. So to everyone who is here, you've had it. We could keep asking people in this meeting room to keep sharing testimonials. There are many persons. A lot of people are doing a quiet chop and clean mouth philosophy. They don't want to tell people what they're making from their trading. But once in a while, we try to bring in someone who's going to share the reality with you. So please get back to whoever invited you, get started. For your first 1 month, just say you're doing a school, you're going to make money in that first 1 month. You could even make 100%, but just focus on learning. The more aggressive you learn, get a book, take notes. Once you learn thoroughly for that 1 month, it's lifetime income at your disposal. Thank you very much, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. See you all next time.